Hey, I'm coming to you live from our sanctuary, and some of you might say, why's the preacher got Gina and Janet standing up there with him? Well, on the 24th of this month, May the 24th at 10:30 in the morning, on that Sunday, we're going to resume our congregational meetings. Now, there's a couple of new things about this that are going to seem strange to you, and I wanted to have somebody who knows what they're talking about kind of help explain this to us. Number one, we have to have social distancing, okay? You've heard a lot about that. Well, I'm going to ask Gina some questions, and so we have a nurse, a professional in the healthcare field, to kind of give us the basics so that we all have a basic understanding when we come and we gather. And we're going to ask you the second thing, and this is going to seem really strange, is we're going to ask you to RSVP. Now, I know a lot of us don't like to RSVP for anything, but it's really important, especially this first time or two that we meet, that we know you're coming. Because planning a service where you have to take into account social distancing requires a lot of unusual prep, and it would greatly help us to know who plans to come. And so I'm going to ask Janet to kind of go over what she wants from you when you call, and all the different ways that we can call, and you can let us or contact us, and you can let us know that you're going to be here. So I'm going to start with Gina. All right, Gina, what are some basics of social distancing that everybody needs to have in their mind when we come here on the 24th to meet for worship?
I know normally when we meet, of course, we want to hug necks and shake hands and all of that. It'll be really important to not do those things, unfortunately, just to make the risk of spreading infection down. You'll also want to use hand sanitizer when you come in the foyer, or bring your own. If you'd like to wear gloves or a mask, that'll be fine for you to do those things as well. That'll just be extra precautionary for you to not get germs from somebody else and not spread germs.
Okay, what if somebody's been sick or recently been sick?
Right. A lot of people may have some underlying disease processes themselves where it makes them more susceptible to getting infections and getting sick and things. So if you have been running a fever, had a cough, sore throat, shortness of breath, having any kind of those respiratory symptoms that have been correlated with the virus, then you may want to worship from home for a little while longer until that kind of passes and you're feeling much better.
Now, obviously, if someone has been in direct contact with someone who has tested positive for COVID-19, or someone who's awaiting results, it would be better for them not to come in person but to worship from home until that's all cleared up.
Absolutely. That would be some of the most important ones, that you need to stay at home if that is going on, if you're being tested or have been in contact, been exposed to someone that has the virus.
But if you're healthy and you keep 6 feet away and don't get in anybody's space, it should be perfectly fine to come and worship together on 24th.
Should be perfectly safe to do so.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Now, taking all that into account, while we're asking you to RSVP, so Miss Janet, you are our ministry assistant / secretary, the brains behind a lot of stuff. So if I call you and I say, Janet, this is Keith, I'm calling RSVP, what do you want me to tell you?
What we need to know when you call or email or message us is the name of your family and how many members will be coming with you. So, for instance, if the Rays are coming, you just say Ray and 4. So that way we know we're kind of more prepared for how we will seat people, and just to be able to keep a safe distance between everybody and observe those cautionary rules.
Now, they can call the church
Yes.
from 8 to 1 on Monday through Thursday, or they can do a Facebook message through the church Facebook page, or you can email the church at the church email, which is at hbcoffice@mediacombb.net. That's a lot. But, or you can contact Janet personally via text or phone. And she told me I could say that, so that's why I'm putting it out there. Or you can go to our church website, and up in the right-hand corner, you'll see Contact. If you click that, it has a place for you to put your name and write a question or a comment. And so you can put your name and how many's in your family, and you'll be attending on the 24th. So we have a lot of different ways for you to do this, and we would appreciate it if you would. It would make Janet's job easier, make our job easier, and it'll just make things go smoother. All right? And I know it's weird. Call and let them know I'm coming to church, please. And coming to church and not hugging somebody, please. There'll be time for all that, and there'll be a day when we just come up in here like normal, and we don't have to worry about this. But that day is not the 24th. The 24th, we want things to be as organized, and we want to be as prepared as we can be given what we're coming out of. So you will greatly help us do that. Y'all have anything you want to add that we missed?
That's all.
You good? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we will see you on the 24th. Have a great week. Bye-bye.